Get ready with me to film my last makeover on Queer Eye. Y'all, I'm getting ready to go to the salon and do my last makeover for season 10 of Queer Eye, which will be my last makeover on Queer Eye, and I am in my feelings, honey. I am just thinking back to Atlanta, getting ready for my first makeover there and being so nervous. And little did I know how much my life was going to be different 8 years later. I have endured the good, the bad, the ugly. I've grown up 10,000 years. And I'm just so proud of this journey. And I wanted to share some thoughts. So one thought is just how much the landscape has changed since Queer Eye came out. I started filming Queer Eye in 2017. It came out in February of 2018. And at the time, the culture was really shifting to the left. And it really continued to do that. So much so that I started to think like, oh, what does representation really even mean? And I used to say in interviews all the time, like, representation on TV doesn't equate to like legislative wins or like legislative safety or safety, like, on the street, just for like queer people in America, just anywhere, like visibility doesn't necessarily make queer people safe. And in some cases, it makes queer people even less safe. So for Queer Eye to be leaving on this pendulum shift back to the right, and even more so in some ways, it makes me really sad because I feel like, we have more work to do. Like, people will always need help. People will always need their stories to be told. And at the same time, I do feel like it's time, at least for me, to do different things and to tell different stories. And I've been making Queer Eye and working on Queer Eye for literally since 2017. It's almost been 10 years. It's been almost all of my 30s. And I'm so proud of the work that we've done and the lives that we've touched. And I also know that even though the pendulum has shifted to the right, I still know that the work that we've done on Queer Eye continues to change hearts, continues to shift minds. And that's really outside of my wildest dreams. Like, the 30-year-old that started filming could have never thought that I would have started a hair care company, become a stand-up comedian, done like this many successful tours, written 4 best-selling novels, impacted people's lives. I EP'd my own show on Netflix. Like, I've really accomplished so much, and I'm just so proud of the journey, and I am so excited to see what's next. And I just hope that people can take from Queer Eye, like, that people are good, and that community matters, and that we can always learn and grow and evolve even when it's difficult, and that we're so much stronger than we think that we are. Whew. So, yeah. Wow. I think about how on Queer Eye, there's so many times where I learned to advocate for myself. I learned to set boundaries. I learned to ask for what I need. I learned how to work with people. I had heartbreak. I got canceled 19 million times. And through all of it, there's really nothing that I would take back or change. I think every lesson I learned, I needed to learn. And I'm so grateful for the growth. And I'm so grateful for the support. And I do think that's, like, visibility is so important. And seeing people that don't look like you and that don't act like you can open your mind. My makeup's over here, you guys. Can open your mind so much. And that's so important. But I also think that visibility doesn't make people safer necessarily. And I think one thing that I would ask of you as I think about Queer Eye's legacy, and as I'm like winding up to shoot my last makeover, is like, don't let casual homophobia and transphobia, oh, I really did not blend that part. Don't let casual homophobia and transphobia be in your spaces. If, really make like Hillary Duff. When she said, like, that's not cool, when she called those girls out. Don't let casual homophobia exist in your space. And also queer people and just people who have been hurt and let down by people. Let people learn. Let people evolve. Give people the benefit of the doubt. People do change and grow for the better, but we have to let people learn. And we have to let people have the space to learn. So that's, and also like, we all want the same things. More than anything, like, we really just want the same things. We're not so different. Even like MAGA people and queer people, we want our families to be safe. We want opportunities. We want financial security. We just have really different ideas about how to get there and who's threatening people's ability to do that. But people are good, and I love you guys, and I have to keep getting ready. Oh my God. It's so funny because I think people probably imagine that we have like hair and makeup and like someone to do our glam. I've done my own glam on Queer Eye the entire time, and the amount of makeup mistakes that I have made, and like I just look back and I'm like, oh my God, I have brown eyeshadow like clear up to here. I've literally learned how to do my makeup on camera in front of like millions of people. Made so many mistakes. I learned how to trim my neck, and sometimes it's still uneven. Whoopsies. And I think that's really the thing about beauty that I want people to know. And I really tried to approach it differently on Queer Eye than other makeup shows. Like, it's really all an expression. Everything's an experiment. Everything is just an opportunity to play. And people are going to judge you, and people are going to have their thoughts. But life's too short for you to not express yourself. And also, life is too short for you to not get to play with beauty and get to play with self-care, because it can make us feel so much better. And it is fun to get compliments, but it's also fun to get to know yourself better and to get to know how you feel confident and how you want to be perceived and how you want to come across. And beauty can help us do that. And I don't think it's about changing yourself to be validated by other people, but rather leaning into what makes you feel good and then doing more of that. Because life's too short, honey. So I've tried to infuse that on Queer Eye, and I hope that you guys have felt that. And yeah, what a journey. What a journey. I really accomplished everything and more that I ever could have hoped or dreamed for. And I'm just so honored that I had the trust of the creators of the show and the producers from Netflix and ITV and everyone to do this. And for the most part, I'm pretty proud of myself. There are things I wish I could do again, but really, not really. Because it's allowed me to be the person that I am, and it's allowed me to learn everything that I've learned. And yeah, I'm just grateful for your guys' support and for your love over the years. And I'm going to actually be on time, which is exciting. I have learned to manage my time better in the 8 years that I've been on Queer Eye, so that's good. And actually, Tan taught me this trick, how to curl my lashes. Do the base, then do the middle. Bam.